So it turns out we're most definitely going to win the Europa League. It stands to reason that the whole aim of this save is a European win. And look at us. Look at us. Absolutely dominating the show. And we're going to do more of that today as we take on Kilmarnock. Okay, everybody, welcome back to In the Dugout FM. This is Sunday League to Champions League. I am Millers, and on the screen you can see exactly what we've done since you were last with us. And that, my friends, is go on an absolute monster of a run, which I'm not going to pretend wasn't needed, because I had a few ex-players saying, listen, if you don't beat West Brom, your job's in a bit of danger. So thankfully we did. We managed to beat West Brom, and to be fair, it was quite comprehensive. They got a 93rd minute goal, so we battered them, really. Then we travelled away to Bratislava, and yeah, we managed to batter them as well. Again, a 94th minute goal, even after they'd had one sent off. So it was a bit disappointing, but actually, you know, we took that, and we did do a little bit of rotating as well, which was nice. Then we came back, went down to Brentford, over the road, I should say. It's not far, is it? And managed to get a win there, which was really pleasing. Terul getting a goal, and Jason Van Duyven getting his first goal of the season. So we're in October. PSG are still sniffing around. Mbappe's come out and said he really fancies playing with him. I think if they come in with an offer, I'm going to sell him. Don't panic. Don't panic. Panic. I've got someone in mind to replace him, and if he does go, I am going to replace him. But we've got some really good kids in our team who have got a load of ability, and they might well step up. Ultimately, it's them that's got us here, to be fair. Then we had Fulham in the Carabao Cup 4th round. I went fairly strong. I did rotate a little bit, but after Fulham taking the lead, we then kicked on. And we did great things. So we're off into the 5th round. I'm not quite sure whether that's the quarter-final or whether it's the 5th round. Should we have a goosey? Quarter-final. And we've got, of all teams, Coventry. So yes, we're going to do that as a live com. And then we had Stoke at home. We made hard work of it. They managed to get not an equaliser, a goal to make it 2-1 just before half-time, which changes your team talk. We then managed to get another one. Flores scored for us, and then they scored one in the 90th minute. Squeaky bum time a little bit, but we got through and we got our 3 points. All in all, meaning we are currently sat in 10th. So much better than we were before. 3 points off the European places. Fine. It stands to reason, right? We're not playing teams in the top 3 and 4, and we're getting results. So long may that continue, to be perfectly honest. Tonight we're going to take on Kilmarnock in the Europa League. I'm hoping, I listened to the video that you will have watched, well, you might have watched on Thursday. If you haven't watched that and you're watching this one, that's a bit weird, but each to their own. I'm hoping I've corrected the sound to allow you to hear the banging music from the Europa League. Disappointing, Riggs been dropped. To be fair, he's been injured and he's not been playing, and Moreno's been playing absolutely superbly, but he's been dropped. That's a shame for him, shame for us, I suppose, in terms of value, but that's okay, that's alright. We've been changing shape a little bit, so you can see this is the last game we played against Stoke. They played a 4-4-2, I played a 4-4-2, and you can see Van Duyven is not in that 4-4-2 because he's just not been scoring goals, I'm afraid. And it really is as simple as that. He's not been doing his job, and therefore he's not been playing. However, Terul, that's definitely how you say it, didn't score. Flores did. Therefore, Van Duyven's going to go in for today. Now, you could argue I should probably leave him out and let him play in the Premier League. I need him to start scoring goals, and if he doesn't start scoring goals, I am going to cash in. Despite his amazing stats, he has not done it for me this season at all. So I might well cash in if PSG come knocking. I won't be selling into United. That's for sure. But other than that, I might well see him drop out. We are gonna rotate a little bit. Amarilla is just one player of the month. I'm going to put him back in. Ferreira as well has been begging for game time. And to be fair, when he's come in, he's done bits. So I quite like that. He's just been superb. He's been superb. He's been cutting inside, scoring goals, setting people up. He's only a baby, but he's going to be an absolute monster. He truly is an absolute monster. Bearing in mind we picked him up for, I think it was either 9 or 13 million. I can never remember. It's a really, really good pickup. I think that's probably the rest of it. We're going to see how it goes. We might bring Rig on here, but Moreno's been playing superbly well, and hopefully he carries that on today, or we might drop back shape. If we manage to get a lead that's worth holding on to, we might drop back shape to allow me to bring on one or two others that haven't been playing. But let's see how we go. We're playing Kilmarnock. There's absolutely no reason why we shouldn't give these a right good going over. But let's just pause while we hopefully hear the music. Oh, no, we won't. I'll do my team talk because, there's an order to these things and I should absolutely know that by now. But clearly I do not. I've got to talk to Joe Bell. How you doing, Joe? Comes into the match having provided with some impressive... I don't know who he is. We know he's a good player. We don't. Are you hoping something? Yes, I am. Absolutely. It's not about individual performances. Is he fit enough? I think so. I do love this music. Having music is so good. It's so good. Look at those block of flats in the corner there. They've got great view of the football. Do you reckon they have to pay a season ticket for living there? I don't imagine they do. Is that a hotel as well? Lovely. Grab that ball, ref. Got all these men in black here. Bodyguards are superb. Excellent. Right. Let's do this. They're playing 4-4-2, so are we. So we're quite evenly matched in terms of our shape. We want to see us having the majority of the ball, but ultimately we want our quality to tell, don't we? There's absolutely no rhyme nor reason why we shouldn't be giving these a tatering. But I say that as we're 25 minutes in and we've not really created all that much. Certainly nothing worthy of a highlight, which is disappointing. Ergo, let's shout. There you go. See, shouting gets a corner. Amarilla swings one in, looking to find the back post where I imagine Malvol's stood with his 6'4" frame. Flores from distance. Didn't really trouble McNabb, I don't think. Yeah, that's one thing worth pointing out, I suppose. Malvol has taken that left centre-half role and he's just ran with it. He's a big lad, really capable. I think I mentioned him at the start of the season when I brought him back from his loan that I'd like to do more with him, and he is doing really well. I'm far from pleased, I think is what I'm going to say. We are playing, forgive me if you're Scottish, a team from what can only be described as a little bit of a farmers league, and we're drawing having done absolutely nought. That's a foul throw. Ref didn't see it. Play on. What have you got? Stride out. Look at all that space. Moving people about. Don't mind that. Scariglia, still wanted by all and sundry. Controlled that with his Swede. He controlled that with his Swede. That's how good he is. He's like, I can also be a seal. No danger. No danger. Watch this. Watch this. He just says, I'm off. Put it on my head. Bump. No. It's delightful, that. See, this is the stuff you can buy. This is the stuff you can buy. Ferreira's going to be absolutely wounded, though, because he was hoping to get on here. And now Amarilla's just showed us that he can basically do party tricks and score goals. A Leaf now, he wants to match it from the other side. Boxed Flores, but it was blocked by a defender, it turns out. I thought he hit Van de Weven, to be honest. In swinger, back post, look at Malval there, massive. Cooper there as well. We won it, but we didn't score. We're going to make a couple of changes in a moment. I'm not going to drag Van Dweeve in because ultimately, if he doesn't score, he isn't playing the next game. That's the way I'm trying to do it. Gertz fires one in. Van Dweeve in. Sets up Amarilla. That's superb. Was he offside? I hope he wasn't because I'll be furious. He was looking along the line there. No reason to be offside. Arms are up. It's a goal. Lovely. It was a fired-in ball, wasn't it? Proper fizzer. Control this, he said. And he did, in fairness. There was never a thought of offside. I mean, the flag didn't even go. Let's move on. And stop. Let's make some changes. Okay, so we've managed to get ahead of ourselves. That's fine. I'm going to drop Flores in to midfield. What are you doing? Didn't want to do that. Want to move you there, you in here. And we're going to have you as an advanced playmaker, and then we're going to drag you. No. There you go, thank you. Advanced playmaker on attack. On you come, Chrissy Rigg. You're going to swap with him, and then we are going to bring on Montel as well. So those two get a run out, which is really, really important. Tedesco's the lad that Malvol's taken his place. And I know star rating wise, but look at this. 6'6" he is. I stand corrected. I think I said 6'4" before. He's an absolute beast. He truly is. Right, those two have come on. Let's just focus on one job at a time, please, Carl. Coyote is going to come off purely from a resting perspective, as is Gertz. Give those two lads a run out. And on comes Dejan, who has been scoring when he's been brought on. And I've been playing him out there, to be perfectly honest. And he's still been great. He's still been superb. He's a proper asset. I'm glad I didn't let him go. He is still wanted. I don't really want to let him go. But we'll make those changes. That's all 5. Get that done. Give the lads some time on the pitch. Rest a couple for the next game in the Prem. Let's see what they can do. Rigg's working his way back from fitness, as you know. So that misplaced pass might well be rusty. That's a great stop, you. Marmalade still wants his bonus. Can't blame him. There's a demon. So, good take, you. Looks like there's still more in this game. I'd love Amarilla to get a hat-trick, a European hat-trick. Montel strides forward from distance, can he? He has gone for it, but he didn't really test McNabb again. They've got to throw in their half quite deep. Are we going to win this back? Well up, you. Rigg, what have we got? Montel. Look at that massive gap that no one's attacking. But Montel says it's all right. It's all right. I'll have a go from here, and this time I will test McNabb. What I'll actually do is put it in the far corner. Beautiful. Kulusevski wins that with his massive head. Montel just strides across. I wanted somebody to hit that gap there, but we didn't. In fairness, with the way the shape's built, or D or Coyote probably wouldn't be, because they are classed as fullbacks and not wing backs. So they probably wouldn't stride forward into that space. Maybe I'd ask Amarilla to come a little bit deeper and fill in that gap. 3 minutes. Oh, no, you're kidding. Potential knee injury. That is not what you want to read. Can't make any subs. Maths. I hope that's not serious. That'll put a proper dampener on tonight, that will. Well done, lads. Good win. Morale seems really high. Let's take advantage of it, yeah. Even considering that was really impressive. Thank you. Appreciate that. I'll just focus on my team, Cock. Thank you. We don't know. I haven't spoken to the medical staff. That's the honest truth. So I can be honest with them, can't I? Top of the shop. We're absolutely going to win the Europa League. So, 540 grand. Let's have a chat to him. Put our arm around him. Come here, son. Don't worry about your injury. Just try and focus on recovery. Don't worry about your playing time. You're still very much in my plans. Yeah, no problem, son. Hard lines. He's had a few injuries, you know. He truly has, which is a real shame. Hopefully he's not going to be one of those injury-prone players, but he's absolutely quality. So as soon as he comes back, the better. I'm going to see if I can show you the lad, while I've got you, who I'm penciling in to replace Van de Weeven if he does go. There he is. Look at that. Look at that. Can't say that, so it will be Ivan the Boneless or something. He'll be, maybe just Ivan. Big Ives. It's Parthenope, so I'd probably look to do a deal. And we can probably afford that if Van de Weeven does go in the January window. But he's who I'd bring in. Absolutely so versatile, but an absolute monster. An absolute monster. Flary beast. Really agile, great balance, low centre of gravity because he's essentially a dwarf. No offence if you are 5'5", it happens to some people. He would be an absolute monster, and he could play all over the park. So he's the guy that would be my absolute transfer target if Van de Weeven does go. So just so you know, it is in the offing in the old Brainy box. Right, when are we going to come back? So we're now into November. Is there any interesting games that we probably should cover? I think it's this one, in all honesty. And in this world, what I say goes. So we're going to come back for the Carabao Cup quarter-final. I am going for that trophy purely because I want some silverware in the cabinet. And it's a great opportunity to revisit playing Coventry, who are one place behind us in the Premier League and playing well. Mario's doing bits. Which is lovely to see. So that's what we'll do. We'll come back for the Coventry game midway through December, and then we're off to the races as we approach the transfer window. So that is what we will do. Hopefully you've enjoyed that. Hopefully you heard the music a little bit better this time than last time. If you have enjoyed it, do feel free to drop a like, do all of that stuff that I never ask you to do. It'd be great if you could subscribe. We're stuck on 79. I'd like to kick on. Hopefully there are people out there enjoying this as much as I enjoy playing it. And I will catch you all in the next one. Take care.